Continuing our discussion on crate alternatives for those dogs who might panic in a crate or for those dogs who escape easily. We've already talked about a dog-safe room or a dog-safe area or long-term confinement area. So what do we do for dogs who don't do well in any type of confinement? We can confine our stuff and give the dogs free range, or at least let them feel like they have free range. For example, you could lock your valuables away and give your dog free access to the living room, dining room, and kitchen. You just need to make those areas all dog safe. If you're worried about your dog getting on your counter, make sure there's nothing on the counter for your dog to get into. If you're worried about your dog getting on the sofa, you can move your sofa out of the area. You can give away your sofa. You'll need a place to sit when you are at home. You could use some folding chairs like these and just fold them up when you leave so you don't have to worry about the dogs getting into the chairs. If you're worried about your dog having an accident, you can put down easy to clean flooring, but you also want something that's not slippery. If you can't remove your carpet, you can put something down on top of your carpet like this rubber flooring, like these fatigue mats. You'll want to put your electronics away in another room or put them out of reach or block them off. Probably best to keep your dog away from exit doors. You could use airlocks as demonstrated here. And I'm also experimenting with some soundproof foam to block out outside noises. You'll also want to avoid overstimulation, so make sure you have something sturdy in front of your windows. Usually dogs can get into Venetian blinds, but these types of blinds work well, these plantation shutters. And note, this room doesn't have sofas or chairs or coffee tables or anything for the dogs to get themselves in trouble on. But my weenie dog likes to jump on top of crates, so I put these boxes on top. I don't mind her jumping on the crate, I just don't want her up so high. And if you decide to keep your sofa or your coffee table, then you could put boxes on top if you don't want your dog climbing on them. We're going down the hallway here to demonstrate that even though the living room didn't have anything the dogs get into, then you could put your stuff in a bathroom or your bedroom and keep those doors closed when you're away. So basically you're confining your stuff instead of confining the dog. You live in an efficiency apartment and you don't actually have an extra room where to store your things, you might look into just storing things in the efficiency apartment so that your dog can't get to them. You could use boxes to store your valuables, things that you don't want your dog to get into, or you could use these plastic storage bins. But if your dogs are likely to get into these, you might have to buy a sturdy metal cabinet. But make sure that the cabinet is solid enough so that your dogs won't knock it over if they're running around. And you can get creative with your storage space. For instance, this chair can serve as a chair or an ottoman, or there's storage underneath the seat here. You can put your trash up out of reach, or you could put your trash behind the closed door, or just take out the trash outside every time you leave. If you're worried about wasting garbage bags, just use the tiny ones or reuse the plastic grocery sacks. For more training tips, check us out at stubbypuddin.com or on Facebook, Stubby Puddin. Thank you.